All right, what are you drinking?
Monster Energy. Original
the,
default flavor.
Yeah. I got the Monster Juice Papillon because it's pretty good. It tastes like peaches.
Papillon.
Papillon. That means
Oh.
butterfly in French.
Oh, yeah. It sounded French.
Yeah, the can's covered in butterflies and it tastes like peaches, which I guess is what butterflies taste like.
Something like that.
Big boy's lunch table.
Yeah.
Easter Sunday, the year of our Lord, 2022. 2 a.m. 2:53, 2:50. What's my clock's out of date? What's yours say?
Well, mine says 250.
Okay.
4/17/2022.
2:50.
Okay. Oh god, dead air. Okay, come on. We gotta pick something up here.
We didn't fucking write anything down.
I mean, we didn't physically write anything down.
Okay, so the Shamrock Shake from McDonald's.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I feel like we could have like gotten into that a little smoother, but
we can always edit it later.
Don't talk about editing.
Don't what?
Talk about editing.
Why?
Because then I had to edit out when we mentioned editing.
So how is the Shamrock Shake from McDonald's, Thomas? How's the Shamrock Shake?
I had it. It was Wednesday this week, or well, last week at this point.
For the first time ever.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just your standard kind of
the Shamrock Shake, the
minty
Shamcock
thing.
Shake.
There was something extra in there. I couldn't exactly tell what it was, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like the
lime.
taste of green. Was it?
Yes.
Oh.
A little bit of lime in there.
I was gonna say maybe it was just the taste of
it
green
tangy,
food coloring. But yeah.
What?
That was the other part of the equation I could not put my finger on.
Isn't but should we use real people's names? Isn't Yellow allergic to red food coloring? Or well, he said he was when he was a kid.
Now you're confusing me, but
Yellow,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
He said he's like allergic to fucking red food coloring when he was a kid. That's pretty weak.
What is in yellow? What is in red food coloring?
A lot of people are allergic to red food coloring.
What is? Oh no. Okay, we're gonna do some fucking research? Right now.
Red food
is in red?
It's like red number 21
coloring.
or some shit. A lot of people are allergic to it for some reason.
Known as carmine or cochineal. I'm probably saying that wrong. Is made from a white insect that exudes a bright red color when it's crushed.
My God.
This is not news, though. It's been used for hundreds of years. In other words, you've totally eaten it, and that may be news to you.
No,
they make it out of bugs.
Cool.
Well, the bug is like disintegrated by the time it's in your food.
The bug is crushed up.
It is far beyond
not like you're eating a bug.
Existing
It's not
anymore.
like that. It's not like that fucking Korean guy that's like, we should replace meat production with bug farms and make bug burgers. And eat the crickets, barbecue sauce on the crickets, and it's basically just like a little crab that you're eating, but you eat the whole thing at once. No. Fucking bullshit. Bugman trying to make me eat the bugs.
You can't fool me. Fucking everything evolves into crabs. Bullshit.
What are lobsters then?
Crustacean.
Well, they're not crabs.
No. Yeah, you're right.
They're crab adjacent.
Yeah.
Much like crawfish, which are miniature crabs.
Miniature crabs.
Miniature lobsters, which lobsters are crab adjacent. So
that's
crawfish are like crab adjacent.
It's like A is congruent to B and B is congruent to C, so A is congruent to C.
Shut the fuck up, God, dude! Holy shit!
I'm sorry. We're how far? We just hit like the 5-minute mark, and I'm already talking about stupid bullshit math.
The whole thing is just stupid bullshit.
Well, yeah, but keep the numbers and equations out of there.
Why they have letters in math?
Who the fuck ever thought of that?
Who put the alphabet in there? Like, fucking keep that shit separate but equal, you know? The alphabet and the num... What do you call, like... what's the equivalent phrase for numbers but the alphabet?
Numbers but the alphabet.
Like, okay, so you know how there's alphabets, right?
Yeah.
What is the equivalent but for numbers? Numerals, right, but numeral alphabet? I guess?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
A group of letters is called an alphabet. What is a group of numbers?
A numbers system?
Numeral system? I don't know. How could you
Boring.
actually like math? How the fuck could you ever like math?
I don't know. I mean, it's just that thing, like, the only kind of real system or sense I could find it to be fun is when you're engineering things. But even then, you know, trying to get, like, specific dimensions and measurements and stuff like that.
Engineer is sitting
boring.
there doing his math thinking, oh, I'm having a whale of a fucking time. He's thinking, I better design this fucking this Funko Pop producing machine before the deadline hits so I can feed my family. Actually, no, they're not thinking that because they're making so much fucking money. Well, not if you're working in some shitty CNC shop designing, like, butt plug molds or something. Like working at the fucking Bad Dragon warehouse.
That is stupid.
Every single Bad Dragon dildo is hand designed by somebody. Somebody goes into fucking CAD or whatever and models this shit out, and they have to make them, and people buy them. You ever look at it like a small object and just realize that somebody sat down and drew this on a piece of paper and then designed it, and then it was put into production?
Okay, no. I'm holding this shitty little phone charger that I got from my work.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 2 slots on it, and there's like a little blue LED in there when you plug it into the wall and you plug a cable into it. And
somebody designed that.
Well, I don't even know, man, because this thing is so shitty.
What do you mean nobody designed? Somebody had to have.
I guess, but it's just like a cylinder. It's just like a little box.
They drew a cylinder and they put the fucking thing in there.
I feel like a Chinese man could have just made. Nah, I feel like a Chinese man could have just made this. Like he made the circuits and everything, and then he's like, "Okay, I had to make it presentable, so I'm gonna just put it in a little box."
I must store the circuitry for.
What? Circuitry for what?
I don't think that's kosher to talk like that.
Yeah, I mean. So let's stop talking about what?
Kung Fu master creating shitty phone chargers in Taiwan.
No wonder it's so shitty. He has no concept on what a fucking electronic is. He's like he lives in the mountains.
Motherfucker comes down from his mountain dojo every 30 years to get to get some water to bring back up.
And he's like, I will get newspaper. See what's happening.
Communism in China. Very unwise. They have stopped all of the traffic lights. That's real, by the way. The communist Chinese shut off their fucking traffic lights for like a year.
Why?
I don't even remember why, but you can imagine that it went really well, and everybody was super supportive of it.
Yeah, we're gonna do some more research.
Nobody crashed into each other at all.
Communist Chinese shut.
I make some fucking disgusting noises with my mouth when I'm drinking things.
Traffic lights.
Don't tell me
I'm not seeing much here. I'm seeing something like that they changed the colors of the traffic lights.
Oh, yeah. What? Yeah?
Wait, hold on. Blah, blah, blah. The Chinese Red Guard decided to invert the color of the traffic lights.
Okay, yeah, that's
August
what it
24th, 1966, in the midst of the Cultural Revolution, the Beijing Red Guard decided that it made no sense that red, the color of the revolution and the labor movement, was used to signal that traffic should not move forward. So neither short nor lazy, they printed posters and filled the walls of the city, indicating that the movement on the meaning of the colors should be reversed. Green would indicate stop, and red would mean move forward.
That is so fucking stupid. That's worse than getting rid of the traffic lights.
It was, unsurprisingly, chaos absolute. With the government in disarray and more than 1 million Red Guards from across the country gathered in Tiananmen Square, the vanguard of the revolution, I had almost absolute control of the situation. The almost is important. Okay, so...
That's straight up worse than just getting rid of the fucking traffic lights.
I guess they probably shut them off. I don't know. Oh, yeah, like I said, I wasn't finding much on shutting them off, but flipping the lights. Okay, whatever you say, China.
Am I wrong in saying that you wouldn't even need to change anything? Like, with the traffic lights themselves, you just let it be the same way?
What do you mean?
Like, you wouldn't have to actually reprogram the lights. They would just be the same. It's just that the interpretation would be different.
Well, yeah, because, one light's on, one light's off.
Yeah.
Either way, no one should crash into each other. But, I don't know. It's the Chinese we're talking about here.
Their traffic safety is world-renowned. Spotless.
They run, they hit someone.
Don't go on Live Leak.
Yeah. They hit someone, and,
they pull over and check and see if they're okay, and they wait for emergency services to arrive. Especially if it's a small child.
Which is what I would say if I was in front of Mao Zedong. Which I'm not, so,
Completely
They totally don't flatten them so they have to pay their medical bills. There's no way.
They don't literally turn babies into fucking Cuban sandwiches with their cars to avoid having to pay medical bills.
Anyways, this shitty little fucking box that doesn't charge. I'm not done with this. I'm not done with this thing. It literally does not charge. Like this thing, I think this thing was $10.
Why do you still have it?
It's too fucking late. It's way too late. Well, listen,
what
right?
What do you mean it's too late?
To return it.
No, don't return it. Just throw it away.
Well,
or cannibalize it for parts.
I'm just gonna fucking get my car and I'm just gonna run this over. Is what it seems like. Because this shitty little fucking thing.
So you don't have to pay.
I plugged it into the wall, and I plugged my phone into it, and it said it was charging. And then I go to sleep, and then I wake up. My phone lost like 30%.
How many times have you tried this before realizing it didn't work?
I tried it once, and I'm like, this is stupid fucking bullshit. And then I come back, and I'm like, maybe like too many, like I haven't restarted my phone in a while. Maybe it just had too much shit on it. And I was like, I'm going to give you another chance, charger. I never should have. It was not worth it.
Well, I mean, you gotta be certain,
Yeah, and I am dead certain now. Like,
I keep fidgeting with shit on my desk. And
like I said, there's 2 fucking little ports on this, 2 USB ports. If it can't charge one device with one cable plugged into it, like no current's got to be coming out of this thing if you plug 2 into it. So, I don't even know, man. I don't know how you can make such a thing. Like I said, I think it was $10.
Where the fuck is my charger? Oh, it's right there. Oh, you know something funny about my phone charger? So my electric razor that I use on my fuck ass face is it's got like a little USB charger, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't keep that in my room. I keep it in my bathroom. But I still have the charger for it, like the charging cable plugged into my phone's fucking wall hub here. So every time I have to charge my razor, I have to bring it into my room and fucking plug it in and leave it on my desk and let it charge. And then bring it all the way back to the bathroom afterward to shave my face.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that irks me so bad. I'm such a lazy fuck that I have to, like, I just buy another block and another cable. Like, I do not like having to fucking move things around. Like,
I don't either.
With my brother, he has to borrow my headphones sometimes, or my earbuds, so at this rate, I'm just going to buy him his own fucking pair. Because, I mean, they're not expensive. They're only $20, and they're pretty good earbuds.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, I don't want him having to go through my shit. I also, sometimes he has to use my fucking cable. I'm just going to buy another cable. You see what I mean? I'm a lazy fuck.
Just pretend, instead of, fucking headphone cables. I can be funnier than this.
Well, come on. Say something.
Come on, say something. Do you ever stop fucking talking? Holy shit.
That is not a good idea right now.
What? Stop talking.
Okay.
God,
so-
okay, asshole. Okay, fine, man. God, I'm not your friend anymore.
God, that's what they all say.
No, that's what, What's his fake name? Eugene. That's what Eugene says.
Oh, yeah.
That was my Eugene impression.
God, wouldn't it be amazing to get Eugene on the podcast?
Yes, it would, but he would probably say the N-word like a bunch.
Okay, we cannot have him be doing that.
Honestly,
I'm surprised at your fortitude.
Well,
Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Slip. It's gonna slip.
Well, that's why. With the marvels of modern technology,
we can just
just
delete it.
Not there anymore.
Not there anymore. No more N-word.
Amazing. We can hide our real selves and build an online persona. We're trying not to put anything on.
Just like develop parasocial relationships with other fucking losers who do nothing, have no real friends.
And you have to play Two-Face.
Anyway, so I texted Eugene earlier telling him to follow me back on Spotify, right?
Okay.
So, and then he just... Oh, God. So I tell him, follow me back on Spotify, you slut. And he says, okay, sex. 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 And they sent me the the two gifs. That was a pretty funny meme, dude. And it's just the fucking... Both of them.
If there's a visual aspect to this, which I might be speaking too soon, but if there is, then I might pop that up.
Might pop that up. Careful! Gotta be careful with those.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Pull it up. Hold on. I'm Jamie. I'll favorite these gifts so I can send them to you. And you can look at them.
Oh! Okay, no. I thought it was something else. That's not.
Oh, you didn't think it was just like the man grabbing the woman's ass and the man grabbing the woman's thigh.
No, I thought. To be completely honest with you, I thought it was that stupid fucking gif. Hold on, do I have it favorited?
Which one?
God, it's the one Chris posts all the time.
Who?
The fucking stupid emoji.
The one who posts all the time?
It doesn't fucking matter.
I think you'd be... What?
Yeah, I doubt he cares.
Yeah, who fucking cares? He said, okay, he told me that, like, the next job he gets, he's gonna go by Ken. He's gonna have everybody call him Ken.
Well, I mean, Kennedy is his middle name.
Oh, yeah, what's his last name?
Okay, no. I've already gone too far.
Yeah, but...
It's based in some kind of logic.
It's because we were having conversation late at night, as usual. And I was talking about how, like, my whole life I've gone by, like, 2 or 3 different names. So I'm used to it. Because he was like, oh, how do you feel about me calling you Dweller? I'm like, I'm used to it now. Because I go by fucking, multiple names. My family calls me by my middle name. And then, like, the government and work and everybody calls me by my first name. And then he's like, next job I get, I'm gonna have everybody call me Ken, because I think that's cooler than Chris. Like, that doesn't make, whatever, but that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not the same thing. Because, like, people have only, well, I guess people call him by his last name, because that was, like, his fucking gamer tag.
Yeah.
On everything. But
it's just last name 3 cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's amazing.
But, I don't follow. Like, how many people have called you by your middle name? Like, addressed you by your middle name?
Fucking hardly anyone even knows my middle name. Is the thing. So, I mean, I don't know. I remember one time in school, my friend tried to have me meet this other person. Mm-hmm. And just for no real reason, I guess just for a little fun, I told that person's name. I said to that person that my name was Chase. And then my friend kind of just tagged along with that, and then yeah, it was Chase. I don't know why.
Did I ever tell you about what we did to Jonathan?
Oh God, not him. How did you dupe him this time?
This time, this was fucking.
Okay, whenever it was, you know what I mean.
Back in December 2020 when I flew up there, right, for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And we met up at the mall, and we told them, we're still waiting for Dweller. This is Albert. I'm Albert. And then
I don't understand how someone can be so fucking gullible.
And then the man, the myth, the legend, combat rock star, Pol Pot on Spotify. He calls me Logan in front of him like 2 times. Calls me Dweller in front of him once. Motherfucker still doesn't realize. And he's like, so Albert, like I don't think I've met you before. Do you know Dweller? Like, yeah, we're waiting for him. And I didn't want to go in Spencer's with them because I hate Spencer's.
Yeah.
And so I was just sitting outside, and he's standing there awkward, his shoes probably untied, because he motherfucker doesn't. I don't think he knows how to tie his shoes, honestly, because every time I've seen him in public, his shoes have been untied, and he just doesn't care or something. But he's just standing there like with his hands in his pockets, and then he just walks off to go do something. And then we finally let slip, that I am me, and not Albert. And he's like, yeah, I kind of had a feeling the whole time. Like, no, the fuck you didn't.
Here's the thing about it.
Keep coping.
Here's the thing about it.
He is the most gullible son of a bitch I've ever met in my life. If it was
literally anyone else, I would have been like, nah, he was just playing along with the bit. But fucking Jonathan.
He was not playing along with the bit. He fucking legitimately believed that we were ready. He's heard my voice before. How the fuck?
That's the whole kind of context piece of glue that holds this whole thing together.
That was back before I wore glasses. Well, I mean, I needed them. I had prescription, but I didn't actually wear them. Oh, man. What a time. What a time. Fucking 2020. That was like the best year of my life. So, and not for the reason some people would say, like, oh yeah, I got to stay home from school and fucking jack off all day and watch YouTube and play video games instead of doing schoolwork. No, that was like, I don't know. I mean, it was really nothing special, honestly, but it kind of kick-started my real life, I guess, if that makes sense. Instead of being some dumbass neat in a box. I got on a plane for the first time, which, I learned I actually liked flying on planes. It's kind of like flying in a car. It's kind of like flying in a car, but
it's like the Lemmy.
With more people.
It's like the Lemmy thing where he's like, "Yo, why'd my bus take off?"
What?
The Lemmy fucking recording.
Don't follow. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he's like, "Why the fuck did my bus take off?"
Why did the bus take off?
I don't even think he says anything. I think it's just like a caption, and it's just like his face in complete disarray, looking out the window.
I hate he has like multiple tweets where it's just him, like making a horrible face with no shirt on. It's just like jerking off right now.
Genuinely having a wank. Chris says like he actually did accidentally do that in a stream once. Which
he did.
He did?
He pulled the Dark Side Phil. He actually did jack off on stream one time.
It's just hard to believe that such things happen.
What the fuck were you doing? Were you playing Warframe or something?
Okay. I haven't even thought of that game in a long time.
I haven't either. It feels really sickening to play that game for me. I don't know why. It's just kind of... There's certain games I play, they give me like a dirty feeling. Like I should not be playing. Like Ghost Recon Wildlands. Or Ghost Recon whatever the fuck. Whenever I played that game, I felt like I was... It was like the equivalent of eating like those Wise cheese doodles. Right? Like, I'm kind of having fun, but I don't feel right. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. It feels kind of a little icky, a little nasty, no, not right, It's kind of like a guilty pleasure video game.
Damn.
God only knows what that means for Kairos. Motherfucker.
That motherfucker.
Guilty pleasure video game.
He's literally like, guys, do not check my library. and then when like he fucking gets in a game, and it's a funny game. It's got a funny title.
Yeah.
Like fucking no, I'm not even gonna.
Opie Academy, big bouncy booby babes.
I didn't want to say that, but he gets in that game, and I
go
and I fucking look, and he's like, God, we had an agreement. You wouldn't look at my library.
That's your fucking fault for having that shit in the first place. I mean,
you couldn't have been wise and made another account or something. It's not even that hard, man. Not even that hard.
He needs his fucking Steam gamer clout. I keep having.
Does he have like friends on there and they like talk about their fucking experiences with these stupid ass games?
Probably. He said shit along the lines of basically. I mean, he said something about catering, like your jokes and shit, to different friend groups. That seems a little weird to me, honestly. Like, I feel like you were there, right?
Yeah, no, I was there. I remember this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all kind of fucking whatever. Who cares?
I don't know. I mean, I've had to play Two-Face before, so I mean, I kind of understand that.
Kind of cringe, bro. Kind of.
Yeah, I know.
Pretending you don't think the N-word is funny.
I'm tired of being scared.
My favorite bit is when Evu's like, "Can you guys stop being racist? That's not even funny anymore. It's not like you're not even trying to actually be funny. It's just racism. It's not funny." Or when he's like, "Fucking, I haven't played a video game since I was 6. I don't like video games. They're for children."
Yeah, and, I mean, thinking about it, it reminds me of there's this one guy, this like old English man, who fucking has done scam baiting for so long. I think his name's Atomic Shrimp.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
That is? Yeah, like
Big
every time that a scammer asks him to like go buy fucking Google Play cards, he's like, "Well, I thought Google Play cards were little idiot baby children who play little baby idiot games."
Is that why you say that to Chris all the time?
Well, that is in reference to fucking our old friend group a long time ago, you know.
That's
something that one guy used to say all the time. But that's besides the point.
That one guy? The guy that made the video game?
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean...
The guy that worked on Opie Academy, big bouncy booby babes.
Okay, don't do him like that, okay? It's just not right.
To each their own, man. Art's art. Art is in the eye of the beholder.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to be like that, but.
And in the case of Opie Academy, big bouncy booby babes, in the eye of the snake as well.
There is an objectiveness to it all, isn't there?
Objectiveness to what? Rating art? Yeah. I mean, I certainly think you can objectively rate art to a degree.
Yeah,
I mean, that doesn't.
I don't think you can go too crazy on it, is the thing.
Well, interactive media is way easier to objectively, I'd say, rate than, say, like, I don't know, a painting. A painting is pretty hard to objectively rate. It depends on the scale that you're rating it. Kind of like a movie, right? Like, if a movie has dog shit cinematography, dog shit just aesthetic in general, and like the writing is bad and all that, you know, you can objectively pick on that. No matter how many fucking chimps just freak out, just no, I love this movie. I go to the theater and
I see all of the movies.
Wonder Woman 84.
Captain America dies.
Wonder Woman 84 was such a great movie. Nobody, who the fuck actually watches that shit? I'm sorry. Well, okay, it's one thing to watch it, but it's another thing to watch it and be like, yeah, this movie is really good. I really like this. Wonder Woman 84. Or like that one I hang up on specifically because, well, you know, I went to see it on Christmas.
Oh yeah, I forgot
But,
you
like,
actually went to see it.
like I was watching the fucking movie. Come on. Those fucking shit-ass, pumped-out, doo-doo superhero movies like Wonder Woman 84, like Captain Marvel, etc. That's not a movie. That's an excuse to, like, make out with your fucking girlfriend. That's not... You don't actually watch it. But then there's people that do, and then they buy the Funko Pops. And they watch the movie a third time while their wife is getting fucked on the couch next to them. And they're like...
And simultaneously...
Jacking off. And
well,
then they're like... On the fourth view of this movie, I've noticed a lot of details and little references back to Captain America Civil War, and I think I have a newfound appreciation for this movie. Can you quiet down over there?
He's doing it on one phone. On the other phone, he's like taking a picture of his like Germa Reddit shelf that has all the Funko Pops on it.
All the Funko Pops and like,
he's like,
what else?
Look at my collection.
What's some other Redditor memorabilia? Funko Pops. I think that is the quintessential Redditor garbage like item. I'm ashamed to say that I own some. They're in a closet somewhere.
The only
I had the
one
Fallout
I
ones.
have, which is funny because it's not even that much of a Funko Pop, is the Beamer one you gave me a long time ago.
Okay, I was a kid when I got that for you.
It's somewhere up there. I know, but that's...
I'm not even gonna lie. That one's not even that bad.
Yeah, because it's not in the funny... Because they just straight up made BMO.
Yeah, he just actually looks like BMO.
Like, there's no head you can fucking make way 10 times bigger than the body.
Yeah, and his eyes already look like that anyway, so it doesn't affect anything.
That's like the only good figure known to man. Is Funko.
Meanwhile, you've got, like, some of the fucking Funko... So the whole point is to be recognizable, so let's just strip, like, every recognizable feature from this fucking statue that we can.
It's not even that, dude, because, like, they try and make it in the best visage possible, but, it has such minuscule detail, and they've made so many that they all kind of look similar. So what they do is they put, like, they put a thing in their hand that they use, like, maybe once in, like, a TV show or movie. So, like,
Nobody takes them out of the box.
Unless you're really, really in tune to wherever the fuck it comes from, then you're not going to know why they're holding, like, an apple. It reminds me...
Why they're holding a Wii remote.
Yeah, it reminds me of, this Bartians episode, where, it was just Guess the Funko Pop.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
It was quite difficult. I mean, listen, I'm not a very well-educated, like, in the public kind of hemisphere of knowledge and media, but, there's, like, even basically everyone on set, because past the first one, because I'm pretty sure it was Stuart quizzing Barry, which, I mean, like I said, just like me, Barry's not fucking in tune to the public media, like concurrent media, so they just got everyone on set to kind of try and come up, and I mean, it is genuinely difficult. Just picking out random Funko Pops and trying to say what they actually are.
I wonder if they have a Funko Pop of, like, the dude from Wonder Woman 84. I don't even remember who he was.
The dude?
The dude, yeah. The dude that, like, kisses
her
on the mouth or something.
Yeah, dude, no, I haven't seen a lick of that.
I saw, like, I actually paid attention to maybe, like, 3 minutes of the movie.
How long was it?
I don't even fucking know, dude.
Is it that much of a blur?
Yeah.
Were you just looking at your girlfriend, like, the whole time? Or kind of like, what?
I mean, basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking...
I'm assuming she was way more absorbed into it than you were.
No. No, not at all.
So you two... Okay. I just don't understand why you go through all that trouble.
So, okay, you've never gone on a date to a movie theater before, right?
No. I don't get around that much, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But it's like... Well, okay, maybe at first it's about watching the movie, right? But once you've been together for, like, almost a year, it's not... Well, I don't know. I guess it really depends.
Because listen, I understand you not caring about it. I just don't understand about both parties not caring about it.
Well, it's fucking... I don't know. It's like... that would be really terrible if she was trying to watch the fucking movie. That would have been... That would just been...
You know, like you're there in... You're there in spirit.
There in spirit. That's a good one. That's a good one. But,
Okay, well...
I don't even like watching movies in the theater. I don't like it.
Yeah. We've spoken on it before, but I just feel like such a piece of shit because I don't have the attention span to fucking watch.
Well, you are a piece of shit, but why do you feel that way?
The modern fucking... What's the word I'm looking for here? Generation just doesn't have the attention span for that shit. And to be completely honest with you, I don't either. I know it's a bad thing, but like I don't want to watch fucking...
I don't watch movies
Endgame.
by myself
I don't want to watch any of that shit. I most definitely don't want to watch it by myself. I don't want to consume media unless I'm really into it. Because I know there's like, oh, what, you haven't read 1984? Well, it's like, yeah, I know it's a big thing, but I'm not interested by it. I mean, I kind of want to get into reading more, but, you know, like I said, I very well could.
Honestly, I think you should. Like, I highly recommend it. I'll lend you the books if you want. No, never mind. Those are bitch magnet.
It's probably going to be like, because a few of the pages are sticky or something.
No, shut the fuck up. But, that shitty-ass translation that Chris gave me, he's like, you know, you could spend a bunch of money on it, or you could read this.
Listen, I mean, it's nice to be able to just read it, but
here's
when
the
you
thing,
butcher it that terribly, like it completely changes what the artist's intent was.
I'm just going to completely tear down what Chris said without even giving him a chance to retaliate, since he's not even here. But, okay, first of all, I've already paid for some of the books. It's not like I'm not going to buy them all. Because then I just look like a stupid idiot. And then I'm not going to read them and then buy the book again. Because then I'm not going to fucking read it. And it's just going to sit there and do nothing. And that's a waste of like $40. These are some nice-ass books. It's you know, it's an experience to actually read a book in person. That's why, like, I started a while ago, you know, actually reading physical books rather than, what do you call it, just reading them online. Because for some reason, I can't fucking focus when I'm trying to read a book online. I tried to read Moby Dick because I was really interested.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that?
What?
You know, in August of 2020,
right?
When I had a dog sit, sat, I should say.
Dog shit?
Yeah,
dog shit?
On the first night, I was like, yeah, I got fucking Kindle. I got the Amazon Prime. I got the Kindle. I can read some shit. And, you know, that fucking... You don't get shit with Amazon Prime. But they had Moby Dick, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to read Moby Dick. So I read the first chapter. And then after that, I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to do that anymore. I read it because I had to read it off my phone. I didn't have a physical copy. I don't know if that would have made it any better. But that kind of ties back to the thing I was saying where I had to be genuinely interested in something to keep up with it.
Yeah, but even if I am interested in something and reading something, if I try to read it online, I just can't. I don't know why. It's really hard for me to read things on like a screen.
Is it like the whole, like, just reading things off of a screen messes with your eyes?
Maybe it's just because I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, I could be doing something way more fucking interesting than this. Whereas if I have a book in my... Oh, shit. If I have a book in my hand, I can... You know, I'm stuck here, basically.
Yeah.
Like, am I really going to dog-ear this page, put the fucking book down, and then pick it up later, and I'm like, oh, where the fuck did I leave off?
Like
no,
if
I'm going to finish it.
You go into your study, and then you pull out your book, and you recline in your chair.
Yeah, and I light up a cigar.
You're reading the book.
Light up a cigar, unbuckle my pants, pull out my cock.
Okay.
While reading Roadside Picnic by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky, I think.
Okay.
I started reading it, and then I was like, no, I'm not even done with Berserk. I can't try to keep track of two of these things.
You gotta one
just
at
like
a
Chris
time.
trying to get me into Chainsaw Man. And I'm like, man, I haven't even finished Berserk yet. He's like, oh, Fire Punch. I'm still waiting on Fire Punch Volume 3 that he accidentally shipped to my house.
Oh,
But
yeah, I forgot
he tried to get me to read that, and I'm like, motherfucker, okay, right? I'm not even done with Berserk. I'm not going to start reading this shit now. I've got a list now. Fuck that asshole. He made me start reading manga.
What's funny about that is me, Boris, and Chris, we were going through and we were reading, like, because Chris was like, hey, Boris, you should go through what's it called, Chainsaw Man.
Oh, so
we're
you
gonna
read
watch
Volume
that
1?
anime and shit. And Boris, being the wise man he is, he's like, I'm actually gonna read the original shit here and see what the fuck you're getting me into, because Boris is he's skeptical in all the animes and shit like that. So
as you should be.
he reads through it and he's like, yeah, not Fire Punch, I keep wanting to say that, Chainsaw Man was a legitimately good manga, and he's actually going to watch the anime when it comes out with Chris. And Chris was like, oh yeah, the guy who made Chainsaw Man also made Fire Punch. And then we start going through that, and it gets complicated so fucking fast. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because he was just skipping through the pages real quick, but if you just started reading chapter or book 3, series 3, whatever it's called, you would not understand.
Chris and I stayed up for till 3 a.m. just reading. We read together Volume 1 of Chainsaw Man because he wanted to get me into it. Fuck it! I remember back when I first met him, I bullied him into not watching anime anymore, and then he slowly got back into it, and then he sucked me in. Do you remember how autistic I was back when I was younger? I hated that shit.
Totally do. I think that was just fucking that one motherfucker who should not be named, who's has not gone. He's on my Steam's friends list, and he is not logged in for years.
When I was a kid, he forced me to watch Sword Art Online, and I thought it was so fucking bad that I was like, if any show looks like this, it's probably dog shit. And I mean, I still fucking hate the art style of anime, of most of it. But that that's sort of what do you call it? Jinro or Magnetic Rose. That doesn't bother me at all. It's more
I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't know what those words mean.
Jinro, the Panzer Cops, the ones.
Oh, that.
All the poll
posters
are that's literally me. I'm literally a Panzer Cop, literally killing all of those degenerate communists.
They have the MG42s, right?
Literally me, yes. Well, and STGs.
Yeah.
But they always have the few images and that scene where they shoot all the commies in the fucking sewer.
In the sewer, yeah.
But also that Jinro has maybe 5 action scenes. It's not about that at all. Also, it's a sequel to a live action movie.
That's odd.
It is
guessed.
very odd, yeah. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, the art style in that is pretty not disgusting. It's pretty easy on the eyes, and Magnetic Rose. So Memories, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is Magnetic Rose, which is what inspired that Rogue Trader session, if you remember. Or I mean, it inspired a decent amount of it, but then he kind of went off kilter with all the babies. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of inspired by that, but it kind of went off kilter. I expected it to go in a completely different direction. But, anyway. Memories was actually pretty good. It was really good. Magnetic Rose was really good. I think the second one's called Stink Bomb. That was pretty good. Cannon Fodder, I still haven't actually seen the full thing of it.
Is that because you wanted to stop so I could see?
Yes. And so Chris could see.
How kind of you.
Yes. But good luck getting Flava Flav to fucking stream that again. He's probably going to be like, I already watched it by myself. Yeah. I'm not going to play it for you again. No, he's not like that. He would watch a movie a million fucking times if it got us to watch it with him.
Anyways, what have we gone over?
We talked about the Shamrock Shake. We said Happy Easter. I'll spin the bottle. How about that?
God, I was wondering what he meant.
I was wondering what the... Hold on, let's see what this sounds like. Fuck, it fell. Alright, let's try that again. Nope, that's not good enough. Fuck! Cut that out, Jamie. Cut that out. Fucking Jamie. Hold on. I'll get the perfect twirl, and it's going to be the only one audible. It's going to be... All the other ones are going to get edited. Fuck. Oh my god. I was doing it perfectly earlier. All the other ones are going to get edited out, and it's just going to be this perfect one. And it falls off my desk. Alright, one more try. Fuck off.
Oh shit, you almost had it going there.
Hold on, I'll try again with a different bottle because I threw that one across my room. No. Fuck this.
Do you have enough desk space?
No.
Because when I was at your house, I do not think there'd be enough desk space to spin a glass bottle.
There's not. Well, I'm spinning it on its bottom, and it keeps knocking over. It's not like I'm spinning it like I'm,
Oh, so you're not, like, spinning the ball to see who kisses who here.
Yeah, no, because there's no bitches to kiss in my room. Not yet, anyway.
So is it spinning the bottle solely for the acoustics, or is there something else here?
Because it's fun, and for the acoustics, yeah, because I want to see what it sounds like. Because I haven't actually heard, like, what it sounds like on my microphone.
I see. So, I mean, you could have done it, like, not in the podcast, but you decided to. You're doing double duty on this one.
Yeah, because
you just had to wait, like, 50 minutes.
Anybody who watches this, fuck you! Fuck you for watching
It's so late. No one else is watching the fucking... Well, they don't watch podcasts, but no one else is listening at this point.
If anybody listening to this, fuck you! Chris will probably listen to the whole thing. Fuck you!
Maybe my mother.
My God.
Do not say mean things to my mother.
Why would I ever?
Okay.
Anyway, so I could have gone somewhere, but I would. Anyway, Chris, fuck you for stealing my fucking crowbar earlier, you fucking dick.
And risk a rain too.
Fuck you, you fucking dick.
There's something wrong with Chris.
He fucking stole a void item from me and got a lysate cell as fucking, I don't know who he was playing, but it was completely useless.
He's playing the Void Fiend.
Yeah, no fucking point in taking that.
Okay,
why?
No, actually, no. Slow down. It's actually useful in him.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, I'm not going to go into it because fucking not everyone plays Risk of Rain 2 or whatever, but...
Yeah, I mean, I know it's useful, but he even said, he's like, I took that for no reason. I didn't even want this. I just did.
I mean, yeah.
And then, the other Void thing that I opened, I saw his bitch ass running over to it. Full fucking speed. And I started yelling. And then Yellow's like, damn, man, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take it. I'm like, I'm not fucking yelling at you. I'm yelling at Chris.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Daddy's angry because Chrissy Poo wants to take my fucking needle tick.
I was going to say, sometimes Yellow does steal things, but it's only like once or twice. Yeah. It's whenever he wants to get silly, which, I mean, that's what this whole podcast is about. It's the first rule in our fucking stupid Discord server. It's just get silly.
This is going to age terribly when Discord gets removed off the internet.
It's like how Donald Trump wanted to ban TikTok. Is Joe Biden going to ban Discord?
Yes. Oh,
man, I can't wait.
Now listen up. I've been on Skype long enough to know. There's cheese pizza on Discord. There's a bunch of fascists on Discord. Cheese pizza spreading gay homosexual memes to each other. That's a fact, Jack. That's not something Joe Biden says.
Yeah.
He's gonna ban Discord.
So when that happens, he's gonna ban what?
I don't fucking know. He's gonna ban YouTube. Yeah. Honestly, please do. I'm getting tired of this shit.
Just ban Twitter.
Just ban.
Fucking destroy Twitter.
God.
So many people waste their life on there, and it's not even worth it.
Do you know what happened when they found out about Berserk?
What?
So, right, okay, so you know how Dark Souls is, like, literally just Berserk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, Elden Ring comes out, and of course it's also literally just Berserk. But people are like, oh boy, new From Software game, time to see all the influences. And they're like, oh, Berserk, oh, this is cool, anime and manga. I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna watch this. Like,
just like one of my Japanese animes.
And they're like, oh my gosh, this is so misogynistic and sexist. Somebody needs to stop this. Nobody can make any more of this. Kentaro Miura, currently dead for like 5 months at this point. We need to get this shit canceled. No more of this.
And, I mean, do we really...
Man's basically a fucking skeleton at this point, and they're like, oh my god.
They're gonna fucking dig up his grave and put his skeleton on trial.
They're gonna fucking... Which pope got... What pope did that happen to?
No clue.
They literally threw his fucking corpse in a river afterward, and like some townspeople found it and reburied him. Because they actually liked that pope, because he wasn't a piece of shit who would dig up a dead pope and put him on trial. Oh, whew.
Cool it there,
I'm playing with a quarter. But, yeah, anytime Twitter finds something, they just have to sink their fucking bitch teeth into it. It's just pathetic. It's just, God, why do you have a Twitter?
Yeah, I mean, it's no new news. It's pretty much old news at this point, how terrible Twitter is. There's no point to it.
Yeah, nobody fucking... Even all those shitty-ass retards who... Oh, no. Guys, I said the R slur. Hey, man, if they can get away with it on Cumtown. Anyway, shout out to Nicholas.
Okay.
Shout out to all the folks out there named Nicholas or Nick or Nikki out there. Anyway, but they just nobody argues. Even the shitty ass motherfuckers on Twitter who are constantly, even what's it, like, racist watchdog or whatever. Who, like, somebody will, like, tweet at Stone Toss and it's like, bark, 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 in their fucking replies. Even people like that would agree that Twitter's dog shit, yet they still use it. Why do you use a service that you think is shit? I say on Discord.gg with Spotify open and YouTube open. Yeah. I complain and invalidate my own argument.
You fucking, I don't know. It's like, you know that, like, your pool is full of fucking scum and shit like that. Okay, no, we took that two completely different directions. But your pool, like, it's a cesspool, but you still fucking dip in there every once in a while.
Not every once in a while. They're drinking it. They're in there. They're in that shit. What would have been... hypothetically, if you had a swimming pool full of cum, what would be the hydrodynamics of that?
Anyways, next topic.
No, seriously. Seriously. Okay, right. If you had a pool full of snot, how about that? It's a good way of indirectly talking about the same thing. What would that be like?
Why does this matter? Why is this what you want to talk about?
Because...
What are you getting at here?
Shut the fuck up. Let me talk. God, do you ever stop talking? Dude, you literally constantly...
Okay, Eugene.
Spouting. Anyway, what would it be like... how many people alive currently have swam in something more viscous than water? Not many. What would it be like to swim in pudding? Would it be like... That's fucking trippy to think about, honestly. I don't know why. That's like the kind of shit I would think about in the bathtub as a kid. Like, what if this was our pudding? What if this was Coca-Cola? You know that stupid ass video from like 2014 where some guys filled up a kiddie pool with Coke and they started throwing phones and shit into it?
It's been done like a dozen times.
But I've never done it. I want to do it. I want to get in a swimming pool full of Coke.
I don't even know, man. Because the main thing to me is that, like, how much fucking Coke do you have to get? You just gonna go to the store and buy that much Coke?
Winn-Dixie.
They're gonna run out before you fucking get enough to fill that shit.
Dude.
To a reasonable level.
I remember one time these two old women that looked like they had so much fucking makeup on. It was scary. They looked like clowns, right? And they asked me for 9 24-packs of Coke. 9.
Oh my.
9, dude.
My gamer
what the
goodness.
fuck? You are not catering. I refuse to believe. What the fuck is the purpose? Are you preparing for Armageddon with this fucking Coca-Cola?
Which, I mean, that's not even a good idea because it's a sugary drink. That shit goes off quite, like, soon.
It goes off pretty soon. It's fucking sugary. No, but for real, why would you need that much Coke ever?
Even if you are catering, you're going to be catering at, like, the retirement home and fucking poor old...
Diabetes Johnson is not going to be drinking the Coke.
Well, not even that. I'm saying, like, you're just going to, like, fucking... What's an old name? Like Eustace. Like Eustace is gonna drink like three cups of it, and he's gonna fucking keel over and die. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have killed this poor man because you decide to buy 9 fucking 2 liters.
Not even 2. Straight up 24 packs. Like those bitches. That's a lot. And they weren't. Of course, they weren't in the aisle when they asked me for this, right? No, actually, it wasn't Coke. It was fucking Czech Cola. Which, I mean, fair enough. You know, save when you can. Winn-Dixie, where it's a win-win. Win-Dick me, as the funny man once said. No, seriously, this motherfucker... Alright, completely different story before I return to the old women. This guy on a mobility scooter, he looks like he's like 20 or something. He comes up, and he asked me to grab him a bag of candy. He's like, you know how much this is? And I'm like, no, I mean, no, not really. He's like, all right, I'll give you 2 guesses of how much this is. I'm like
he's playing games with you now.
Yeah, he's playing games with me. I'm trying to do my fucking job, man.
Because I mean, you stock shelves, so
he's wasting my
fucking time. He's spending with you.
He's wasting my fucking time, but it was worth it. It was worth it. So he's like, I'm like, I don't know, like $10. He's like, $13. I'm like, damn, that's like more than an hour's worth of work for me. He's like, yeah, man, it's fucked, man. Fucking jacking the prices up, lowering the amount of candy in the fucking thing. Fucking, how much is a box of Whoppers, man? $1? God damn. Fucking everybody's like this, man. You got fucking Winn-Dick me. You got fucking you got Publix fucking Pubics. And he said something about Walmart, and then he's like, man, fucking crazy. I'm still gonna buy it though. And he rides off.
He's like, still gonna buy it though, and he puts it in his fucking thing. He goes,
opens and starts eating. Those stupid fucking carts.
Yeah.
Dude, one time we had to bring one in from outside. Oh my god. If you take the fucking mobility scooter and you ride it out to your car, fuck yourself. Fuck yourself for real. We gotta bring that shit inside.
What if they're doing all that shit by themselves?
How the fuck did you get the cart in the first place? You had to walk into the store, didn't you?
Whatever, man. I mean, you know.
Anyway,
I can understand why they would do it.
I can too, but I don't give a fuck. Because I'm an entitled grocery store associate. It's a classic where the customer thinks, you know, this little fucking teenager that makes $10 an hour should bend over and lick his own asshole for me. And the person working there literally does not give a single fuck about anybody that buys shit from there.
Yeah.
So they're not getting anywhere. But anyway, so it rains outside, and we have to bring this in. Of course, it's completely disabled by the rain.
Ugh.
And so we pick it up, and we start shimmying it along. It is leaking a trail of fucking straight up doo-doo water. Like fucking almost piss yellow, like shit. Like, it looks like diarrhea is coming out of this thing. I don't know if the rainwater hit a rust spot or something, or if somebody straight up just let loose
Oh, God.
a fucking doo-doo shitted in this thing. And the rain just washed it down into the fucking thing. But either way, we had to carry this, like, 200 feet into the store. Oh. Back to the old women with the Czech soda. Of course, there wasn't enough on aisle 4 to get the fucking Czech on their cart. So I have to go in the back and get more off the thing. And, you know, of course, by now they're in meat department. And they still expect me to put their shit on there. Like, so I have to walk it over 2 at a time, fucking soda things over my shoulder, like, and they're like, every time, like, oh, thank you, honey, you're such a sweetheart, thank you so much. And then I go back there, I put another one on there. Finally, they got their 9 fucking Czech soda, 24 packs, filling up, and they've got the little cart too, you know, the little one?
Oh,
not a normal size cart. I had
you
to play,
knew how much you were gonna. You get a specific number.
I had to play
like,
fucking Jenga with this shit. I'm like, oh, thank you so much, honey. You're a real sweetheart. Have a wonderful night. I was like, thank you. And I walk off. I do my fucking job.
I mean, if that happened to me, I wouldn't be that mad. But it's the small.
I wasn't really that mad. I'm just handing it up.
It's the small carts that really gets me there.
That was fucking, dude. This is gonna sound mean, but if you fucking reek, please don't come into the store to buy shit. Please, just take a shower or something.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, to be honest with you, I didn't smell it. I don't know if, like, I just don't pick up on it or not. But there's been a few days recently where my mayor's just like, it smells totally of weed over here, like at the front of the registers.
I was about to say, there's so many times where people will come in there, and they just reek of weed. Why do so many people get high before they go to the fucking grocery store?
I don't know.
Is it that bored? Are you that, like, are you that, like, riddled with horrible anxiety that you have to fucking suck down a spliff before you enter Big Lots? Or, like, fucking Dunkin' Baskin to order you well, okay, that's different. If you go to fucking Winn-Dixie to buy some little Cheetos, some little munchies. I'm gonna get some Cheetos with the fucking sun chips and the pretzels in them. Fucking walk in there. Literally, motherfuckers come into my store smelling, like, with such a reek of weed that it lingers. They'll fucking leave, and for a few seconds, it still smells like weed behind them. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's like straight up a cartoon. Like, you could see the fucking stink lines. I don't even know, man. But that reminds me of, in the whole kind of, like, idea of smoking it because it makes it interesting. Like, people that go in
I'm sorry your life sucks so much.
2 earbuds or, like, headphones on, and then they come up to the register, and, like, I have to speak loudly so they hear me. I don't understand.
Pull it out.
Listen, right? I understand 1 earbud. I've done that before, and I still think it's a little reprehensible because, you know, in this is just like the modern generation. But even then, why are you going with 2? Why do you want to be completely deaf? Like,
autism. I don't fucking know. I thought I was fucking awkward, but there are people, believe it or not, that are more awkward than, like, me. Like, that's...
Yeah.
I feel nervous ordering food, right? I think I already told you about my girlfriend. This happened twice now, where she'll lock up trying to order stuff at, like, a drive-thru of a restaurant or whatever. I really don't get it. I don't
either.
I'm the person that always sits on the right side of the car before we go to get food because I don't want to order. But when I'm on the left side of the car, I'll still order. I don't sit there and start giggling and, like... Now, you know, I'm not shitting on her or anything. It doesn't bother me at all. But it's... I didn't even really think that was a thing. I didn't think there were people that nervous. Like, especially at a drive-thru. I had never seen that before in my life. And there's people more fucking awkward than that. There are people way more awkward than that. There are people that are so socially inept they cannot function as adults. It's like... You ever imagining the depth of human, like, ineptitude? Oh, God. Thinking about somebody walking into McDonald's, and this has happened, okay, statistically speaking, this has happened. Somebody walked into McDonald's to order a fucking hamburger, and they, like, open their mouth just, and then they start fucking crying and leave.
God.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn. That's happened before. Somebody has to have done that.
The thing about that is, like, I don't understand the whole going through a drive-through thing. I understand calling to order something for yourself, like you're using DoorDash or whatever the fuck, because then it's like you're specifically speaking to someone who will come to your house and then deliver the food to you. This person's like devoted to you, as opposed to someone in a drive-through who's picking up orders for everyone, and it's like, who fucking cares if you make a mistake? It's not like a personal thing.
Can I get a shamrock
shake? I'm sure it happens all the time.
Can I get a shamrock shake?
Like, I can understand that. I get anxious when, like, fucking people call me, because, like,
I do too.
Half the time, I'm scared when, like, just this random number comes up that doesn't say scam likely, because I'm afraid it's, like, my work calling to see if I could fill in because, like, someone's not there. And I don't want to pick up that, because then it's like, oh, well, you answered phone, so you're obviously not that busy. So, I don't know, I just let things ring out. And then the problem about that is, it's the classic thing of, like, the anxiety compounding on itself, because then I don't even want to go into my voicemail to see if I miss one of those calls, because then it's like, oh, he doesn't even pick up the fucking phone when you call him. It's like he's just a complete nervous wreck.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ above.
So I mean,
speaking of which, Happy Easter. He is risen. Continue.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, I understand when you're like, yeah, I remember I had to, specifically when I was dog sitting, and I didn't have my car or anything like that, because I shared a car with my dad, and I had to get home from school. So the night before, I scheduled an Uber to pick me up. Now, I wasn't going to tell him to go to the school, because this, school's a mess, trying to figure out where you go, what part you drive through to get to, like, the where the buses pick up and everything like that. So I said, go to the racetrack across the street, and I'll meet you there, and then we'll just go back. And it was the one time, like the one time that whole month that it decides to fucking rain, and I did not have my umbrella. So I was just getting so fucking anxious. I didn't want to have to call this specific man to tell him, like, hey, can you please come across the street and pick me up, because it's raining and I don't have to go out and get fucking soaking wet to get to the goddamn racetrack. So, I mean, yeah, that was... it's just a thing you get used to, I guess. But that was, like, one of the prime examples of fucking anxiety for me.
That is... I hate talking to people on the phone, honestly.
Well, people I don't know that, like, I don't even like expecting talking to people, a service I good from.
I don't even like talking to people I know on the phone. Just because I get... Especially right when it starts, I'm like... hi. Okay. This sounds weird. No, it doesn't. I feel like a million fucking people feel this exact same way as me. Where when you're talking on the fucking phone, you literally just have your voice. Dead air? It's bad alarm. It's just awkward. It just makes your bones rattle. Whereas, like, in person, dead air is, like, normal. Well, not for a super long time, but if you're looking at somebody's fucking disgusting ass, ugly ass face, then you can see the cogs turning in their fucking head when they're trying to come up with something to say to you.
Yeah.
So, Whereas when you're on the phone, it's just, yeah. I'm gonna get my hair cut tomorrow. Fucking, like, especially casual phone calls. That's even worse when there's nothing to the point. I mean, okay, if it's somebody I can actually talk to, then I don't mind. Who am I kidding? I don't talk to, like, anybody on the phone. I talk to my girlfriend on the phone. That's literally it. I don't fucking talk to anybody else on the phone unless it's about something, unless it's something important.
Yeah.
Like, you know, oh, God forbid my internet goes out, Thomas. Fucking, no, To the Top by Scattle playing. I walk all the way back into my room after I'm, like, you know, fucking with the router. Pick up what happened.
This happened today.
You going to bed?
Or should I say yesterday?
Are you going to bed? No.
Well, I mean, I just want to know because you're saying like you might go to bed.
You think I just fucking popped that? Just bye. I didn't even say that.
I don't know. I guess I presume the worst.
Yeah, bitch. That's right. What'd you say? You say you presume the worst?
Is that a
Welcome
bad
to the club.
English?
Welcome to... No, not at all. Welcome to the club, buddy. Fuck. Sucks just assuming everything is going to be the worst possible outcome. I mean, it never is. Well, it usually isn't, but I hate those fucking... Jonathan's like this. He said, like, if you keep your expectations low, if you just assume everything's going to be shit, then you'll be happily surprised when it isn't. That's not true at all. I've been like that before. I'm a pretty pessimistic person, but I try to be optimistic. Not that there's... You can't help it if you're pessimistic, but you kind of have to try to at least be neutral. Because if you assume everything's going to be shit, when things are good, maybe it's just me, but I definitely feel like... Because you can tell when somebody's, like, fucking pessimistic or whatever about some shit. But when it, like, defies your expectations, it's actually, like, great or whatever, it's not the same as when you think it's going to be great and it is great. You know? It's really not. Almost because there's, like, a little bit of a sting when you assume something and you're wrong about it. Even if it's for the better, you're just like, oh, shit. There's sort of and I feel like that's why a lot of people are pessimistic, because that's so much easier, because shit sucks, you know?
Yeah.
So if you just assume everything sucks, and then it sucks, you're like, that's right, I'm a cynic. I don't think anything good's gonna happen, and when it does, it's whatever. I'm right again. This thing fucking sucked because I primed myself to think it's gonna suck, and therefore I didn't enjoy it as much.
Well, I mean, it's the classic thing where it's like, you know, I wouldn't have believed it if... Oh, no, I wouldn't have seen it if I didn't believe it.
Exactly. You're priming yourself for failure.
You get what you want. You get exactly what you want out of things.
Yeah. Truly.
If you think it's going to be bad, then you're going to look for the bad parts out of it.
You gotta really try not to do that, though. That's, you know... The thing I've struggled with recently is trying not to believe that nobody likes me. Because I've always been really squirrely about the way people treat me. I've always tried to figure out why people are nice to me and why people like me. Which is not healthy at all. Because then you're going to come off as suspicious, and people are going to think that you don't actually like them or care about them, and they're going to distance themselves from you, and you're going to end up creating your own fucking... It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think people don't like you, they're not going to like you. Because you're going to treat them like they don't like you.
Yeah, you're constantly questioning them and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's no way to be. It's really... I mean, for a while, I got really good at not being like that. But then, you know, stuff happens. Plans fall through, and you wonder, did something really come up, or did they just get tired of me? You know, fucking girlfriend oversleeps or something. It's like, did she really, or did she not want to fucking go watch the Lego movie? The Lego Movie 2. Is that it? Is that a thing?
I think there's I think they came out with a second one. I haven't seen it.
Anyway, point is, you get what I mean. You start thinking like this, and it's gonna start fucking you in the ass, because then you're just you just become afraid to ask people to do anything, because you're just like, oh well, I'm just fucking bothering them. You don't talk to them, and then they're just like, oh well, I guess he just doesn't fucking care about me anymore. All right, done inviting this asshole to anything, because he always acts like he doesn't want to show up.
Okay, well,
that's not funny.
I don't. Yeah, I think we should stop talking about this. I'm not sure everyone wants to hear about like very young adult angst.
You fucking assholes! I tune in to one of 3 people that listen to this that aren't our friends. I tune into this because I want to feel like I have friends. I am so terrified.
I want to hear interesting things. I hear this shit. Like, I think of this shit all fucking day.
I am so scared.
I don't want to hear any more of it.
I'm so scared of being alone with my own thoughts that I have to constantly have a stream of audio in my fucking ear holes while I'm, like, washing the dishes or something. No more. I'm gonna listen to a podcast about fucking... Hold on. I'm gonna go on Spotify and look for a podcast. I mean,
there's some cool ones.
Shut up.
No, the one that's literally goes over the entire history of Byzantium. That's fucking sick.
Okay, that's pretty cool. But fuck this stupid Big Boys Lunch Table. Fuck this stupid podcast. I'm gonna listen to the Always Sunny podcast, and I'm gonna laugh while I'm doing the dishes.
You're gonna be talking about so many funny things.
I'm looping back into it because now I'm just utterly shitting on. You remember how Hunter used to be, like back in the day? Like you bring up anything, and this motherfucker will dismantle, like you shit on it.
You mean like, oh yes, I must consume media.
It's kind of funny in retrospect, but it was so fucking annoying. Like, anytime you brought up anything, it's just, yes, this media I consume is not to my liking. I'm going to find something else to drown out the existential angst in my head, you know.
Alright, so I mean, there's no way that anyone's listening to this still, but I feel like we should stop making fun of people that listen to things. I mean, listen, right? Well, no, hold on.
Cry about it. Goddamn, dude.
I understand the whole podcast thing. And to be completely honest with you, I'm completely new to this because I don't listen to much of anything. I mean, I listen to 2 fucking little snippets of Come Town, and I know there's a bunch of other cool ones out there. Amazing. But I've recently been getting into the Goomba podcast.
Yes.
I mean, it's a funny one. Because it's just like, because I have a 30-minute drive from my home to college, and then from college to home, so I just get tired of listening to the same old music over and over, so I've just been putting on the podcast. I mean, it's cool. The thing is,
nothing's better than a podcast with people talking about other fucking podcasts. Continue. Just go on.
Okay, so, I mean, all I'm saying is, I've only recently kind of, like, turned on to the idea of a podcast.
Here's the thing.
I don't know. I listen to those 2 fuckers, and I don't know, they're, like, probably in their early mid-20s. If they can have a good time and I can enjoy it, then someone else has got to be able to conjure some kind of enjoyment from our ramblings.
A lot of people... Well, okay. It's because people listen to shit like this so that they kind of... It's like you're hanging out with your friends, you know?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think
making it is literally just hanging out with your friends, so fuck it, I'll take it. How often do we sit and do nothing and just talk about shit for like an hour and a half? Because we always got to be fucking like, in the group masturbation session, or like grinding out the hunt event, or like fucking playing some...
Just mindlessly getting the Risk of Rain 2 challenges.
Gaming, I gotta put in those hours on the video game.
It's just relaxing, I suppose, to be able
to talk about shit.
Chill.
Yeah, that's...
To me, I feel an important part of this is purely archival reasons. Yeah. I mean, we're going to grow old. We're going to be like, man, what even was I like when I was fucking 18 years old?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to look back at this. Now, I'm not saying this podcast is going to be a thing that I do till I'm like fucking 45, you know, but even then.
We're going to look back on all 3 episodes of this podcast.
It's just the classic thing of you want to like archive as much of your life as possible. So not only you can look back on it, but your children and your grandchildren can. Because I don't know. I've never seen any pictures of either of my grandfathers. And I'm like, I can't visualize them being small little children babies. It's just, right. It's like not even a thing. So, you know. And then you're going into the territory like how Mexicans, like they know their entire family tree. I don't think it should go that far. You know, eventually people die because they physically die, and then they die when the last time their name is said, so on and so forth. I definitely think there is a time eventually you shouldn't make generations way far off in the future that have not even been impacted by your decisions be forced to remember you, but you know, to have a good knowledge of your immediate and semi-immediate family.
Because I mean, your kids,
origins.
You know, you want your kids to be able to fucking visualize you as like a kid, as a kid yourself.
Yeah, because the main thing is, you know, when you grow old, then you get all fucking straight-armed, you have to be serious and everything like that.
No, fuck that. No.
And the main thing is, between me and my own father, which I'm sure so many other people have, is that you feel like you're leagues apart. You feel like... Because, I mean, Logan knows this. Like, I get very serious around kind of like any adult. So it's like...
I try.
I put on a suit and tie when I'm around them. I try and be serious, and I try and be real. Well, not real. That's quite literally the opposite. But, you know, I'm playing Two-Face again. And it's like I can't act how I normally act around you or any of my other friends around my father, because that's just like a completely different thing. And it kind of goes off to... It extends to stuff like this, like doing a podcast or making music. I don't want to show my father any of my music, which, I mean, I can't hide it from forever, and I've kind of accepted that fact. But even then, it's like I feel that they can be very judgmental, and I don't like being judged by those above me, because I feel like they have more power. And it's like, it's the classic thing of blissful unawareness.
Ignorance.
Yeah, that's precisely what I meant.
The thing is, any adult that you can't be a kid... Okay, a cool adult is basically a big kid that just doesn't... A big kid that doesn't fuck around too much, you know? Like, those, like, uptight, fucking shitty, like... how dare you? How dare you break this Pepsi can while you're working for me? You're getting written up because you dared to have fun. How dare you throw pudding at the wall in the break room?
Okay, well.
No, but fucking... I don't really act different around people that are older than me, for the most part. I mean, you know, I try to be a little less rowdy, but that's mostly around older women. I try to be a little less rowdy. Around older men, I don't really care. But, like, my fucking, like my managers, one of them, I'll try to be kind of, a little more straight edge around because he's a fucking dickhead. But the other two, I don't really change how I act at all. It's just because they basically act like me, but more responsible, if that makes sense. It's...
Yeah.
If you can't retain that sort of... If you start caring too much about that kind of shit to the point where you can't have fun anymore,
then
those are the kind of people. Those are the kind of people that peak in high school, and they wake up. They're like, "Oh my god, I wish I was 17 again." Like, cry about it, motherfucker. It's not my fault that all the joy was sucked out of your life because of you. Frankly, I don't care how shit your situation is. Like, even when I was depressed, I still had fun. I wasn't, like, I still was happy sometimes. No matter how bad the hand you're dealt is, it is up to you to make your own fun, Nobody's gonna fucking cater to you. And, like, what? Don't become a 40-year-old man who comes home from his shitty job and watches Netflix all day and then goes to bed in a separate bed from his wife and her boyfriend, and gets up to go to work the next day, doesn't talk to his kids, goes to work, comes home, watches fucking, I don't know, Euphoria on Netflix, and he's like, oh, this is so good. That's misery. Utter misery. Hell. That's hell on earth. You should just hold on to the good parts of being a kid. Everybody says they'll do that, but then a lot of people don't. Like, everybody, laughs at dick jokes or whatever, but then when it comes to, like, actually having more fun than that, it's just, they kind of backpedal a bit, like, oh, I don't know about that. That seems kind of, I don't know about that. Just, what's the point of growing up if you grow up too much?
Yeah.
What we're talking about? We're talking about, like, being children.
I don't even
God,
know.
it really must suck.
Weird.
Being, like, 30 and thinking, like, I wish I was 16 again, man. I mean, hell, I wish I was 16 again. But,
yeah.
Fuck it, I might as well act like I'm 18 for the rest of my life. Well, okay. Maybe not, but I might as well act like I'm 25 for the rest of my life, if that makes sense. A little more responsible than I currently am, but not, like, fucking, not like grandpa at dinner,
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the fuck down and get your elbows off the table. Get the fucking earbud out of your ear.
Why are you wearing a hat at the table?
Why are you wearing a hat at the table? I lost my leg at fucking Quezon, so you could sit at my goddamn dinner table with fucking ear pods in your ear holes and fucking Gucci Lewis on your head. Why are you wearing a jacket inside? Nobody likes that grandpa. Everybody likes the other grandpa that tricks you into fucking... like, pull my finger and he shits himself. Just a nice liquid shit in his chair, and he laughs at you. That's the kind of grandpa everybody likes. You see, old people, some of them, they just become kids again, basically. That's why a lot of people like old people. Well, nobody likes old people anymore because they're all fucking baby boomers. But old people from before then were usually pretty ballin'.
Yeah.
Like, my grandpa was a chronic bullshitter. He literally just fucking knew how to spin a yarn. He could convince a tree that it could walk, basically. But,
it's like something Doc Mitchell says when you have high charisma and when you do the Vigotronic.
You could trick a tree thinking it could walk away. But I'm surprised the bullets didn't just crawl right out back here and drive fucking...
wait. I think what you're looking for is, I'm surprised the bullets didn't just climb right back into the gun, but that's a high luck stat. Anyways.
I'm surprised the cum didn't just rocket its way back out your mouth.
What the Come on. Shit's been going on too long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the exact time is because we still have to edit this shit, but
roughly an hour and 35 minutes.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I don't know. I think my last thoughts on the whole serious, not serious, like, not being straight
Get silly.
Son of a bitch when you're getting get silly.
Get silly.
And the only other thing I wanted to say was, a silly person with a silly person is good. A serious person with a serious person means they're serious, but a serious person with a silly person it does not bode well. So it's like 2 out of 3 scenarios, it's just fucked. You can't be Silé, which that's just not right, if you ask me.
Well, then the serious motherfucker gets bent. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, like, attacking each other. The whole point is...
What would it be like to get, like, in a swimming pool full of cum? What would be the hydrodynamics of that?
God, we need to fucking end this shit before he keeps going on about this. No. We'll see if it even gets... This probably is just going to get chopped at this point. No more of this fucking bullshit.
What about pudding?
I feel like that'd be weird because the thing about pudding is that...
Putting these nuts in your mouth... Bitch.
It's not going in. It's not going in.
Why? Because you fucking...
I feel the problem with pudding is... Shut the fuck up. I feel the problem with pudding is that, when you fucking dig your hand in a whole thing of pudding...
Okay, you've dug your hand in a whole thing of pudding and pulled it out.
It's that... It's not a liquid. It's
Dog,
not going to go
how
back to the way it
small
was.
are your hands that you can reach into a pudding cup?
I'm talking about a whole fucking thing of pudding because that's what that's the pool.
Yeah.
Listen,
right.
If you fucking do a cannonball into a thing of pudding, and then you stand up and you move around a little bit, you've displaced all that shit, and it's not going to go back to the way it was because it's not liquid.
Well, you're thinking.
So pudding is most definitely going to be a weird sensation.
It is a slow-moving liquid. You're thinking of pudding that's been in the fridge. I'm talking pudding that room temperature pudding.
No.
Where it's more pudding that's room temperature. So, it's just a slow-moving liquid. Oh my god, it's horrible. I don't even think... I want to know, though. How much pudding...
Think about biting towels or something.
Have you ever bit a coin?
Well, that's how you test it.
Yeah, because this is 1873. People counterfeiting fucking quarters. It's not. You're not testing it. You're trying to look cool. That's how you see if
it's a chocolate coin or not.
You're trying to look cool. What fucking dickhead makes a chocolate coin the size of a quarter? You got to be a fucking asshole.
Okay, what the fuck were you gonna say?
I don't know. I was gonna say that it's very unpleasant to bite metal.
Weird textures.
Yeah, weird teeth textures. I don't like mac and cheese with breadcrumbs because it gives me a weird tummy texture. I don't like it.
Okay, well.
What?
Listen, right. Don't like the crunchy bacon. I don't like the crunchy pepperoni on my fucking cheese. On my pizza. I don't like...
Motherfucker, open up the fridge, get some cheese or some crispy pepperoni.
I don't like when you get a piece of lasagna that's on the edge that's fucking burnt and then it goes... That's fucking weird. That ruins the consistency of it. And most of the time I don't like breadcrumbs on my mac and cheese. I mean... Hello. So, hate to edit these things, but for your sanity, and really mine, because I have to fucking edit this, every time I say sauerkraut, I mean crouton. When I say sauerkraut, I mean crouton. Okay, go back. If you do it right, at least the way doing it right in my book is, it's just getting it to be softer. I don't want fucking sauerkraut on my goddamn mac and cheese. It's fucked up. I don't want to be crunching on my mac and cheese. It's not the way it's meant to be.
I like bacon bits on my mac and cheese.
You've fundamentally changed the consistency, how it's supposed to flow.
But
I mean, I don't know.
The mere thought of breadcrumbs on top of my mac and cheese is kind of making my tummy tumble. Go a little wicked wacky down there.
Listen, I mean, this fucking place we go to, that's downtown where I live. They make up a mean mac and cheese and they have breadcrumbs on it. Yeah, it's real good. They do it good. And then there's this fucking thing of I think it's Velveeta. They make this stuff and it comes with breadcrumbs, and the breadcrumbs almost always come out soft. But you know what? It does add something. I understand why you'd add breadcrumbs. It's just if they come out and it's crunchy, then you fucked it. Because the whole point is you put the breadcrumbs in there, add something, but if you do it wrong, then
soggy fucking bread. Ew.
Sometimes it's the breadcrumb has fucking seasoning in it. It has small amount of spices and shit like that.
I kind of want to make it.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay, I'm basically in the same boat as you.
Okay.
As long as you don't fuck up the breadcrumbs, as long as you don't put straight up sauerkraut on my fucking mac and cheese, we're not gonna have a problem.
Surely you've seen what you're talking about, sauerkraut on mac and cheese. Is this what? There's a reason you keep bringing it
Not
up.
specifically. It's just like, sauerkraut's really dried out bread and it's crunchy and.
Hold on. Did you say sauerkraut is really dried out bread? You mean sourdough? What? Okay. Do you mean what you're saying, or do you mean to say something else?
What's like the fucking little cubes of bread you put in salads? Oh, fuck me.
Sauerkraut is like pickled fucking cabbage.
Well, that's what I meant.
You meant the pickled cabbage, or you meant croutons?
No, I meant croutons. Okay, I'm about ready to delete the podcast, guys. Episode 1 will cease to exist.
Sauerkraut.
The first episode, Easter episode, does not exist anymore.
Episode 1, he is risen.
I've deleted it from my computer. I've formatted the drive 3 times now.
Oh, those Deep Rock clips are so gone, dude.
Those Portal clips are so gone, dude.
No, fuck.
It makes me fucking cry.
Oh,
honestly.
My God. What else was on there?
just like fucking Yellow. Me and him were playing. He's using the in-game microphone to play that one stupid song.
Trap Queen.
Yeah.
The last thing Eugene listened
about
to.
a week ago. 1738. Fucking all that. And the fucking grandma screeches he does. Like, I don't know how he does it. Because you're the closest you can get to it, but even then it's not cool.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways.
It's killing me.
Yeah. It's about time to shut it off now.
Get that fucking light off. Know. It's fucking bedtime.
I don't know how... God, is that the bottle
I threw the bottle
thing?
opener across my room, yeah. His
bottle opener's like a little fucking
tomahawk.
hatchet axe
Let me explain my own shit. God, dude, do you ever shut the fuck up? Alright, so it's like a little tomahawk, and the blade keeps coming free from the haft of it. And the simple act of using it is enough to put the fear of God in me. Because I feel like the fucking stupid-ass little metal thing's gonna fly off and hit my monitor and fuck it even worse than it already is. I got 2 nice little fucking lines down this bitch. Thank God it's the old one and not the new one I just paid for. Because just paid for it. I got this for Christmas. But, I remember I put the new one in. New one on my desk. And then immediately, literally 2 days after, got that stupid fucking line on my main monitor. And I was so pissed. I've been way more mad than that before, but I've never been so mad at an electronic device. I think
not at the device itself. I think you've been mad in the context of that before, because I was going to mention the time when you used to have your cat in your room.
And she knocked over my fucking monitor. She did that the first time. It was completely fine. I was like, whatever. Well, does it again, turn that bitch on, and it looks like a fucking, looks like a Joy Division album cover.
Well, the one specifically. I don't know what it's called. I see it everywhere, because, all the young fucking white women wear, pullover hoodies with that on it. But
oh my God.
Point is, you gotta explain the context to it.
Did I tell you? Right, so you know how I don't hate Pink Floyd, but I don't really like Pink Floyd?
Oh, yeah.
So I fucking... on one of our dates, I asked her, right, what do you think of Pink Floyd? And she's like, eh. And I was like, no fucking way. There's no fucking way that there's a girl under 25 that doesn't literally fucking shit the bed over Pink fucking Floyd. I have never met a female my age that doesn't oh my God, I love Pink Floyd. I love underground artists. Holy shit. It's almost like women are actually human beings too. Okay, let's not get crazy. I don't want to talk about conspiracy theories because I don't want to get the podcast taken down.
Okay, what the fuck was I even talking about before you interrupted me?
Joy Division, young women with pullovers.
Well, before that, there was something else.
I don't give a fuck about that. We're talking about Joy Division now.
Oh my God! No, we were talking about the cat. You
knocked my monitor over.
You had to explain your desk and how it happened.
Okay, so I've got an L desk, right?
Yeah.
In the corner section, the little thing holding the corner piece in is broken. So it's basically on a fuck. It's like a seesaw, right?
Yeah.
As long as no one disturbs the balance that's been held for 1,000 years, it'll be fine. But then my fucking dumbass cat walks on the back end. Boom! That fucks it everything. And I wake up and I see it there and I'm like, oh god damn it. I plug that shit back in.
You said the first time.
Yeah,
it
I
was
set it up
perfectly
and I was
fine.
like, oh, thank you God. And then second time it happens, I'm like, oh, it's fine. Turns out second time's a charm. And it looks like a fucking seismograph of an earthquake on the fucking screen.
Yeah.
Mm.
Your cat is it's the
A
one
dais
the one
of
funny
destruction.
the one funny meme. Was it like this mischievous creature?
Devious little creature. That was a very nice meme, bro.
Hold on, I just gotta fucking. Oh no, you said. Oh, you make me go and you make me fucking look, and it's that stupid fucking gif
That was a very nice
that you will
meme,
not
bro.
get to see.
That was a pretty funny meme, dude.
Stop. Shut the fuck up. All right. It's about time we end this.
You want a hot tamale?
It's drawing close. No, I'm good.
America's #1 cinnamon candy.
Is it now?
Gluten-free, fat-free.
How do they
Fear
come up with
cinnamon
that shit?
flavored chewy candies. You suck. Not because of the
I remember
taste.
my grandfather bought me one. I'm like, wow, these look like Tic Tacs. When I was really young, he bought them.
Tic Tacs. I think you
And I
mean
tried-
fucking
or
Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's.
Because
Yeah, that's
they
what I
are
meant.
just Mike and Ike's, but hot, basically. But then you bite
And I'm
into
like,
it.
wow, this looks like Mike and Ike's, and it's just as soon as you bite into it, it's just
No, it's a
fucking-
stale Mike and Ike. A Mike and
Yeah.
Ike is just a long jelly bean.
an obtuse jelly bean, if you will.
Right. But why am I chewing on the left side of my mouth? Fucking.
All right, no more fucking brand shout outs. No more anything. It's time to end the podcast. We're almost like 1 3/4 of an hour
It's
here.
almost 5 a.m.
Yeah, so I think we did good for our first episode.
Ow.
Is the hot
it's
tamale
stuck in my
Is it fucking
fucking
with
teeth. God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about Mike and Ike's. They do that.
No, but the tamale is way worse.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I bit my tongue yesterday, so I can't use it to manipulate the...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But, the fuck was that?
What?
Never mind. I'm about to have to go get a fucking toothpick. I tire
Even
of this
more reason to
foolishness.
end it.
I tire of
All
this
right.
foolishness.
Okay, so not sure when another thing is gonna happen. Probably gonna try and get someone on. We'll see. So
We should have
yeah.
Chris on, but like
I don't know. We'd have to try and find a schedule for him that fits.
because otherwise in the middle of the podcast his mom would come in. Are you
Yeah.
still up?
And he has to like forcefully close his laptop and act like he wasn't fucking doing anything at his desk. He's gonna
I
be like,
was searching
"What?
on the
No, I
internet."
wasn't doing anything.
Oh, no, I got up out of bed and I got a notification.
Alright. Well, we'll try to get Chris on. We'll try and do it maybe next Saturday, Sunday night, whatever. Saturday night, Sunday morning. We'll see.
Next podcast, live reaction to Thug Hunter.
Are we going to become a Pix show?
What?
It's only the second episode and we're going to become a Pix
What
show.
is that?
A Pix show?
Yeah.
Just where we're reacting to things?
That's fucking R-slur.
Oh,
Dude, that's R-slur.
Okay. Might get someone on for the next episode. No promises that it would be Chris anyways. But, yeah.
Sponsored by Beaufort's Sports Bar. Beaufort's is the best sports bar south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yep. Can look it up. Scientifically proven. And, only if we get the Monster sponsor.
Big Boys Lunch Table.
Yep.
Good night.
Successful first episode
Good
of
night.
the Big Boys Lunch
Good
Table.
night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.